Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about motivation and strategies that you can use to stay motivated, I want to talk a little bit with you about goal setting. So there are two types of goal setting. We have outcome goals and process goals. So an outcome goal is something like, I want to be able to do 20 push-ups in 8 weeks from now. So that's an outcome. Your goal is to do 20 push-ups in 8 weeks. Now, the process goal to reaching your outcome goal would be, I'm going to wake up every morning and do as many push-ups as I can until I get to 20 push-ups. So that's the difference between an outcome goal and a process goal. Outcome goals are important because you need to have a vision, or you need to know where it is you're going, but the process goal is actually more important, because without doing the proper process or setting up the right system in place to reach your outcome goal, then you'll never actually get there. So process goals are really, really important. One of the biggest problems that people have when trying to stay consistent with their process goals is that there's a ton of barriers that they'll have to get in the way. So if you decide you've done everything right, you've got your exercise program, so you don't have to question what the exercises are you're going to do, you've printed it out, you're going to do it in the afternoon, right after lunch, because that's a good time in your workday to actually do it. But then what happens is people start calling you, and then you have a meeting, and then you have the projects behind that you have to hand in, and all these different types of things, and you end up pushing your exercises until you just finally skip them and decide not to go. So what I recommend is writing down all the barriers that you have into doing your process goal, and then writing down exactly how you're going to deal with each one of those barriers, so that you don't have to worry about it, or you find a way to deal with it. So if you know how you're going to deal with a situation, then it's a lot easier for you to actually deal with it when that situation comes up. So for example, let's say you've decided, I'm going to work out in the morning and I'm going to do my push-ups every day as soon as I wake up. Except what happens is that 4 out of the 5 days that you plan to do your push-ups, your kids come in and wake you up right away, and they want their breakfast made as soon as you get there, or they want to cuddle and sleep with you in bed, and that's just never going to work. So what I would recommend doing is actually having them help you do the exercises. Well, how can they help you do the exercises? They can help by counting. They can do the exercises with you. You can pretend that they're leading you during the exercise program. I mean, children love helping, and they love being involved in what you're doing. So I think that's a great way. So if you just want to roll out of bed, go down on the floor, have them line up beside you, and then count them out with you, then that would be a great way to deal with that barrier. I mean, that's a real simple barrier, but I think it proves the point in how sometimes we can change barriers into opportunities. And a barrier like that is actually your ability to do exercise as well as build a relationship with your children, which I think is an amazing, amazing thing. So I hope this has been helpful, and it's given you something to think about when you're setting your goals. And take care, and we'll talk to you in the next lesson.